Welcome back.
Thank you, Senator McMath. Good afternoon, Chairman, members of the task force. My name's Tony Landry. I'm a 6-year Navy veteran and a founder of Acadiana Myco. It's a community mushroom grower and foraging group in Lafayette, Louisiana. Louisiana loses about 9 veterans every month to suicide. That's equivalent to a plane full of veterans crashing every single month. If 12 planes crash in this state every year, there'd be a national investigation. There would be outrage, there would be action. But because these crashes are invisible, one veteran at a time, the response has been silence. That's why I'm here today, to ask that we treat this crisis with the same urgency we'd show any other public disaster. New research published in the Therapeutic Advances in Psychopharmacology looked at 9 clinical trials with nearly 600 participants. The results showed that psilocybin therapy, when paired with psychological support, reduced suicidal thoughts and treatment-resistant depression, and no suicides or attempts occurred in any of the studies. Scientists believe psilocybin works by helping the brain reset. It modulates serotonin, promotes neuroplasticity, and helps people process trauma instead of running from it. These aren't fringe studies. They come from respected institutions, Johns Hopkins, Imperial College London, and others. Anyone can look it up. The science is there. I'm a veteran from Louisiana who found healing through community-based support and natural therapies. I'm not here asking for special treatment. I'm asking that veterans in this state have access to every proven option that can save a life. For 75 years, we've been lied to about these natural medicines. Psilocybin, cannabis, even plant-based therapies that predate modern pharmaceuticals were labeled as dangerous, while alcohol, one of the most harmful and addictive substances on earth, is sold on the candy aisle. Schedule 1 is supposed to be for substances with no medical value. That's a lie that's been used to justify decades of suffering, and it's time for lawmakers and law enforcement to let go of the ego and admit we were all misled. There's no shame in correcting course. The shame would be in doing nothing while veterans keep dying. The science is clear that the need is urgent, and the moral responsibility is ours. If we truly support our troops, we have to fight just as hard for their healing as they fought for our freedom. The task force has a chance to make Louisiana a leader in truth, compassion, and innovation, and to make sure those planes stop crashing.
Thank you, Mr. Landry.
Thank you.
I think your statement is very consistent with the testimony that we heard here today. And I got to say, I've been here for 6 years now, and today was one of the more, I think, impactful committee hearings I've been a part of. From the personal stories that were shared to the information and the science behind these potential medicines. And so, thank you for your testimony today, and thank you everyone else that was here and members of the task force for. I think we're going on about 4.5 hours now of staff as well. So we appreciate the time. I think moving forward, I would ask members of this committee to take the information that we learned today and let's start coming up with what a framework would look like for a potential program in Louisiana, and then we'll circle back on another meeting and perhaps present that or have the discussion in an attempt to perhaps draft legislation. So, does that sound good? Any other comments from the members? Thank you again for your time. I've got a motion by Mr. Luke that we adjourn, and we are now adjourned. Thank you.